Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Game One, Connie Mack League Finals. As Puerto Rico will face off against California. Puerto Rico was able to dispose of Texas. Were heavily favored to win the WBA championship in 6 games, winning the final game, Game 6 in Texas, by the score of 4-2. California was able to dispose of Oklahoma in 5 games. They're now in the third round and looking here to pick up another world title. Jose Berrios was at a really tough start the last time. He's 1-1 in these playoffs, 13-3 over the course of the regular season in 23 starts with a 3.40 ERA. Ian Kennedy, who had a complete game and complete game win in his sole start in the playoffs, 14-9 this year, 4.07 ERA. You have Alomar, Lindor, and Clemente, Gonzalez, Beltran, and Delgado, Ivan Rodriguez, Mike Lowell, Jose Berrios coming up to hit, Tulowitzki, DiMaggio, and Bonds, Ted Williams, who has been struggling. They're going to keep him in the cleanup spot for the moment. Nolan Arenado, Mark McGuire, Chase Utley, Gary Carter, who's been good behind the plate, although he's been struggling at the plate as well. And then Ian Kennedy coming up to hit. 55,413 fans on hand, clear skies in Los Angeles, California, more specifically Chavez Ravine, with 64 degrees. The wind is blowing out the right at 8 miles an hour. And we're looking to see a very good series here. Puerto Rico, the underdog in this series against California, who's favored to make the finals again and looking for another world title. This game is going to begin leading off here. Alomar, Lindor, and Clemente. Alomar has just been very good, batting over 500, batting 525, 21 of 40 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and has scored a bunch of runs. He's also been excellent on defense. Ian Kennedy, 9 innings, 11 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts in his lone start. Looking to make it 2-0. First ball hitting for Roberto Alomar. Clear skies here in a beautiful ballpark in Chavez Ravine. He gets hit. Alomar gets hit. He's on first base. Lindor is 8 of 35 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. The 0-2 to Lindor. Here's a line drive. There's a base hit. That'll go into the corner. That'll be for extra bases. Alomar rounding second, hitting the third. Lindor rounding first, hitting second. He's in there with a double. Nobody out. Runners in second for Roberto Clemente, 14 of 37 with a home run and 8 RBIs. He had a big 2-run home run to help Puerto Rico beat Texas. Here's the 3-2. He struck him out. What a beautiful slider on the outside corner for strike 3. Gonzalez, the 2-2. Struck him out on another slider on the outside corner. He goes down. Beltran is 8 of 31 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs, the 1-0. Ground ball to short. Tulowitzki picks it up, fires to first. That'll end the inning. Second and third, nobody out, and nothing to show for it. Brilliant pitching here by Ian Kennedy with a couple of strikeouts and a ground out. So the bottom of the first with Tulowitzki, DiMaggio, and Bonds. 11 of 35 is Tulowitzki, which is 4 RBIs, but he's gotten on base quite a bit. Here's the 1-2 pitch by Jose Berrios, who's looking to pitch better than his last start. Struck him out with a fastball on the outside corner, and down goes Tulowitzki. DiMaggio's 12 of 37 with a home run and 4 RBIs. The 1-2 pitch. Here's a drive. It is high. It is deep at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Goodbye. And DiMaggio takes a Berrios fastball and rips it for his second home run of the postseason. And just like that, DiMaggio's giving the Dodgers a 1-0 lead. He took a curveball, actually. Now that you see it here. And he just deposited into the left field seats here. And California up 1-0. Bonds. 3 home runs in this postseason. A walk with 1 out. Ted Williams, the 2-2. There's a line drive. There's a base hit to right. What do you ever rifle that pitch? Bonds rounding second, but it's going to hold on first and second now with 1 down for Nolan Arenado, who's been very quiet in these playoffs. The 0-2 Berrios. Check her out. Nice curveball for strike 3. McGuire's 11 of 29, 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. He's made some contact and he's been very productive. Here's the 2-1 to McGuire. There's a line drive right at the center fielder Beltran. That'll end the inning, but California picks up a run in the bottom of the first. Delgado, Rodriguez, and Lowell come up. 16 of 29 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs has been Delgado. As hot as Alomar's been, Delgado's been even hotter still. There's a weak pop up to third. Arenado with the easy play in play here, and it'll be the first out of the inning. Ivan Rodriguez, first ball hitting to him. Here's a line drive. There's a base hit to left. He's aboard with a single from Mike Lowell. Lowell, 6 of 33, 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. The 1-2 to Lowell. Struck him out. Fastball inside corner for strike 3. The 0-2 to Berrios. Here's a ground ball to short. I'll throw it to second for the force play. That'll end the inning. Nothing across for Puerto Rico in the top of the second. California to come on in. Here comes Utley, Carter, and Kennedy. The 0-2 to Utley. Struck him out. Nice fastball on the outside. Boy, he's been painting a lot of good pitches here. The 0-1 to Carter. There's a ground ball to second. Nice play by Alomar, who throws it to first, picks up the out. Ian Kennedy, the 0-2. Struck him out. That'll end the inning. A couple of strikeouts for Berrios. So after 2, 1-0 Dodgers. Alomar, Lindor, and Clemente. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He'll throw to first. There's the first out of the inning. Down goes Alomar. Lindor is a 2-2. Here's a drive to center, but this will be caught by DiMaggio for the second out. Here's Clemente. The 1-2 pitch to him. We pop up. Arenado's under this one in foul territory. Near the third base box. That'll end the inning, and Puerto Rico goes down quietly. California will bring the top of the order with Tulowitzki, DiMaggio, and Bonds. The 1-2 to Tulo. Took him out. Nice fastball in. Swung and miss. And a 5th strikeout for Berrios. The pitch to DiMaggio, who surrendered a home run to. It's a weak pop-up. This is playable for Alomar, and there's out number 2. Wands, who walked last time up. Here's a drive to center, but this will be playable for Beltran. This will end the inning. So after 3, 1-0 California. Gonzalez, Beltran, and Delgado to come up. 0-for-1 has been Gonzalez so far. The 1-2. Struck him out. Nice fastball. Down he goes. Beltran. The 2-1. He grounds on the first. McGuire will throw it over to Kennedy, who's covering first for out number 2. Delgado's 0-for-1 with a weak pop-up. The 1-0. Here's a ground ball. A line drive, excuse me, to Kennedy right at him. That'll end the inning. And Puerto Rico goes down without a run. Williams, Arenado, and McGuire. Williams singled his last time up. This time he strikes out on a beautiful curveball with Berrios. Arenado, first ball hitting here, is 0-for-1 today. Here's a fly ball to the left. This is playable for Gonzalez. He's under it. Makes the catch for out number 2. McGuire's 0-for-1 today. The 1-1. Here's the pitch. There's a weak ground ball to Alomar. Go to first. That'll end the inning. And after 4, California clinging to that 1-0 lead. Rodriguez, Lowell, and Berrios. The 3-1 to Rodriguez. Ground ball to short. Fires to first. He got him. Lowell. The 3-2. There's a ground ball right at Tulo. He fires to first and out number 2. Berrios, the 1-2. He got him. That'll end it. So Berrios is on courtesy of a base hit. Alomar, the 2-2. There's a ground ball second. Utley will throw to first. This will end the inning. And after 4.5, still 1-0 California. Utley, Carter, and Kennedy to come up. The 3-2 to Utley. He walks him. That was a close pitch, but wasn't called. The 1-1 to Carter. Line drive. Caught by Gonzalez. Nice dive for the first out. Brilliant play there. Here's Ian Kenny was going to come for a bunt. He bunt and misses. The 1-1. Bunts it right to the pitcher. Goes to first to get the out. Kennedy achieves his goal. Getting a bunt over is out number 2. Here's Tulowitzki. The 0-2 to him. Struck him out with a fastball. That'll end the inning. Nothing across here for California. Top of the 6th for Puerto Rico. Kennedy still pitching excellent baseball here. Lindor, Clemente, and Gonzalez. The 3-2 to Lindor. Struck him out with a fastball that is outside of the zone, and there's his 5th strikeout. The 1-0 to Clemente is over 2. Here's a ground ball to short. Well hit, but right at Tulowitzki. Guns at the first. Hits it out number 2. Gonzalez with the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out with a slider. That'll end the inning. 5.5 innings, 1-0 Dodgers. The 1-0 to DiMaggio. The drive to center was a base hit. And a leadoff single for DiMaggio. The 3-2 to Bonds. He walks him. Here is Ted Williams, the 0-2. The line drive, there's a base hit to right field. Bases are loaded, nobody out here for Nolan Arenado. The 2-0 to Arenado. Here's a drive that is ripped into center field. That ball is going at the track, at the wall. It's going to be caught. A runner will come in and score. And Nolan Arenado with a big drive. As DiMaggio scores. To make it 2-0. Take a look at Nolan Arenado. What he's been able to do so far in this playoffs. His first sacrifice fly of the playoffs. So well executed by Arenado. In comes McGuire. First and third now, the 3-2. He walks him. Berrios in a bit of trouble here. The bases are loaded for Utley. The 0-1 to Utley. Here's a drive that is hit the other way. Deep enough. And a run will come in and score. And Utley will sacrifice in a run. So 2 sacrifice flies in a row. 2 outs, but it's now 3-0. And it's Barry Bonds scores. So make it 3-0 here. Good job there. Runner first, Gary Carter. 2-2. Here's a drive to center. This is playable. That'll end the inning, but they score 2 runs to extend their lead. They go to the top of the 7th inning. Up 3-0. Beltran, Delgado, and Rodriguez. The 1-2 to Beltran. Struck him out with a nice fastball right in the inside corner. Swung and miss. The 2-2 to Delgado. Struck him out with a slider on the outer half off the plate. There's out number 2. Here's Rodriguez. There's a line drive. There's a base hit up the middle. Nice piece of hitting here by Rodriguez. 0 for 2 so far with Mike Lowell. The 2-2 struck him out. Nice changeup. He strikes out the side here. Picks up his 9th strikeout. Into the bottom of the 7th. The 7th inning stretch with Kennedy, Tulowitzki, and DiMaggio. Berrios still pitching here. The 1-0 to Kennedy. Line drives it right at the shortstop for the first out. The 2-0 to Tulowitzki. Line drive, base hit to left. And they're starting to hit him a little bit. Here is DiMaggio, the 1-2. Pop up to Alomar at second base. There's a second out of the inning. Here's Barry Bonds, the 3-2. Here's a drive. This is high. This is deep. No doubt about it. It is gone. Bonds connects his fourth home run of the postseason. Bonds with a 2-run homer. 5-0 California. De Leon to come into the ball game at this point. 6 2/3 innings for Jose Berrios. Luis De Leon. Come on in here, sort of mop up the inning. Here's Ted Williams with 3-2. So drive hit the other way. This will be playable. This will end the inning, but not before California scores another 2 runs to the top of the 8th. And they're going to take out De Leon. There's a drive hitting the right field. It's a ground ball to first. There's the second out. Here's Lindor. Drive the other way. That'll be for extra bases. Lindor rounding first inning for second. That's a second double of the game. And maybe a chance for him to pick up a run. 0 for 3 here has been Clemente. The 1-0. Line drive, there's a base hit the other way. Lindor will come around and score. It's 5-1. As Clemente unloads for an RBI single. Gonzalez with a runner at first. The 1-0. It's a ground ball to short. Tulowitzki will throw it to first. This will end the inning. So Puerto Rico does respond with a run. But they're down by 4, heading to the bottom of the 8th. Juan Agosto. Come on in. The 2-1 Agosto to come in. The 2-1 pitch. Here's a drive. There's a base hit up the middle. There's a fly ball to the left from McGuire. There's out number 1. Ball skips. Bad pitch and a wild pitch runner goes to second. Utley, the 2-2 to him. Check him out. Nice curveball for strike 3. There's Carter, the 0-1. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He'll throw to first. This will end the inning. And an uneventful 8th inning as they move to the top of the 9th. So Agosto pitches a pretty clean inning. Kennedy's still on the mound, facing Beltran, Delgado, and Rodriguez. The pitch to Beltran. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He'll throw to first. This will get the. Oh, the ball's thrown away. And a ball thrown in the dirt. That ball goes past first base, and on a second is Beltran with an error. Here's Delgado, the 2-1. Here's a ground ball to second. Ball hit to Utley. He'll fire to first. Beltran off third with 1 down. Rodriguez is 2 of 3 today. The 0-2. Here's a drive. That'll be for extra bases. That'll score a run. It'll make it 5-2. Rodriguez is in there with an RBI double. Trevor Hoffman to come on in. Yeah, they're going to take out Ian Kennedy here. Hoffman to come in. He's eligible to collect a save right here. Here's the pitch to Mike Lowell, the 1-2. Here's a drive in the left, right at Bonds for the second out. That ball was extremely well hit. There's out number 2. Jose Vidro. Come on in the pinch hit situation. The 1-0. Here's a ground ball to second. Utley picks it up, fires to first. This will end the ball game. And despite a run by Puerto Rico in the ninth, California prevails 5-2. And a well pitch performed by Ian Kennedy. He now goes 2-0 this postseason. Jose Berrios with the loss. He goes 1-2. Trevor Hoffman collects his 5th save of the postseason. Puerto Rico, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for California. Time of the game was 3 hours and 27 minutes. The game winner is Ian Kennedy. He pitches 8 in the 3rd inning. 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Trevor Hoffman pitches 2/3 of an inning to collect his 6th save of the postseason. So save number 6 for Trevor Hoffman. And the tough loss here for Jose Berrios. Berrios, 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, and did surrender 2 home runs to DiMaggio and Barry Bonds. Augusto had the 3rd inning for DeLeon, 1 inning for Augusto, 1 hit. Did get the strikeout and was pretty much clean the rest of the way. So 5-2 win in game 1 of the Connie Mack League Finals. And California holding serve in their series, winning the first game at home and looking to do the same for game 2. On behalf of the WBA Television Network, this is John Papa George, wishing you a pleasant day and see you next time for game 2 between Puerto Rico and California in beautiful Los Angeles. Thank you and take care.